Afghan MPs are calling on their government to scrap a deal signed with Australia last month, allowing the deportation of unsuccessful asylum seekers. Some say the agreement is a disaster, and the Afghan government should block any attempt by Australia to return failed asylum seekers against their will. Afghan government officials admit they can't guarantee the safety of those who are sent back to Afghanistan. Afghanistan correspondent Sally Sarah reports from Kabul.
Some Afghan MPs hold grave fears if unsuccessful asylum seekers are sent back to Afghanistan.
Without doubt, they will face disaster in their life.
Outspoken MP and notorious Hazara militia leader Haji Muhammad Mohaqqiq says the Afghan government should block any attempt by Australia to deport failed asylum seekers.
Yes, the government of Afghanistan should say that. The situation isn't good and there was not adequate attention paid to the agreement. For humanitarian reasons, the government should not put it into action.
Australia, Afghanistan and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees signed a deal last month allowing deportation as a last resort for Afghans who don't qualify for asylum. The Afghan government has since denied there will be any forced returns after a backlash from some ethnic Hazaras. This is an extremely sensitive issue for members of Afghanistan's Hazara ethnic group. Hazaras make up the majority of asylum seekers going from Afghanistan to Australia. Their leaders say that they're at added risk of persecution because many come from the provinces where the Taliban is strongest. Some Hazara MPs say the federal government should think twice about sending the Afghans home.
If they send them, the government of Afghanistan cannot guarantee them. And we cannot guarantee them. And the ministry also, they cannot accept that responsibility.
The Afghan Ministry of Refugees now concedes it may not be safe for the asylum seekers to return.
It's a difficult question. Here in Afghanistan, 40 countries and the army of Afghanistan can't be responsible for security. For Afghan people, it is not easy. It is very difficult because no one can be responsible for the situation.
The federal government is not expected to start deporting failed asylum seekers to Afghanistan until later in the year, but it's now unclear whether the Afghan government will accept them. Sally Sarah, ABC News, Kabul.